Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube channel? It's Tars down again. Y'all, this that Go Hard or Go Home channel. All right. Today I'm gonna be discussing a few little things. Just gonna be like going on some things. You know, that I've been thinking about a little bit myself here. Um, Today's topic is gonna be have black women sold out. Uh, you know, a lot of stuff's been going on here in the world, and guys, just got to kind of ask ourselves, black guys, have black women actually sold out. We're going to be going over that a little bit today. We're going to talk about how to spot predator men. Okay. Some guys will be like, well, why do I need to know this? Because, on my channel, I don't really talk with women much, but I do talk to guys. Well, why do I need to know what a predator man looks like? Well, you got daughters. So you need to know that. And it's not just with having a daughter. It's also like, being out here in the world and being a guy, you got to know what a predator looks like just in case of what you're dealing with, a woman that you're dealing with. We're gonna go over that in that one. We're gonna talk about how men got to be a little bit selfish these days in dating. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into it because y'all know me. I don't waste time. We're gonna go ahead and get into this thing about how black women sold out. Okay, now so guys, these days, a lot of black women got a lot of different opinions. Okay, let me turn this phone down. Okay, one of them is the opinion of this that black men can't do as good as white men, and you know, did blah blah blah. Just all the stuff that's been getting said about black guys are not good family fathers, that kind of thing. So we're gonna play this first video. We're gonna watch a lady here, and she has kind of the same opinion. Let me go ahead and gotta get used to that. Get used to that. All right. So let's check out what she's gonna say. We're gonna add her here to the stage. Oh, I'm gonna add the view here. Yep. There we go. So let's see what she's gonna say. And we're gonna talk about that a little bit. And we're gonna move on to another video. It's kind of contrast this one a little bit, but not so much. But let's see what lady's gonna say here.
American followers hates how I compare.
Let me get her back here.
Okay, I know how some of my African American followers hates how I compare my dating experiences with black men versus my dating experiences with white men. Well, this will be another comparison video, so go ahead and keep scrolling or stay and make yourself mad. Anywho, so I just been uploading videos about the new Mr. White chocolate and how he treated me to dinner last night. And before then, I was talking to an African American man, like all in the same time frame. I exchanged numbers with this African American man. So we talked online for like a week, and then we exchanged numbers like 3 days ago, which means this man has had access to me for a week and a half. Yesterday he asked me, what I was doing. The black man asked me what I was doing, and nothing. I was really just chilling because, like I said, my nephew went to his first high school party, so I was really just chilling and waiting until my nephew told me he was ready so I can go pick him up. So I
Okay.
wasn't doing anything. And I just said, like, I'm hungry. I told him I was hungry, and he said, why haven't you eaten? And I just said, I don't know. And then I said, have you eaten? And then he was like, no, shit, I'm hungry too. And I'm like, crickets, mind you, this is a man who has access to me for a week and a half, no date, no nothing, right? So the new Mr. White chocolate messaged me, and all within 15 minutes of having my number, he sent me money to treat myself to a date.
Really?
I gave the black man a week and a half and still nothing. He was hungry, he didn't care. I was hungry and he didn't care. This other man asked me what I wanted to do, how much it cost. The white man asked me what I wanted to do, how much it cost, and he sent me the bread, y'all.
Okay.
So yeah, y'all hate my comparison videos, but all tea, no shade. It be true. And y'all know that. Y'all know that. Of course, I can always say, this is just, my experience. It's the truth. It's just my experience. If y'all experience something different, okay. But I'm going to talk about what I experienced. For a man to have access to you for a week and a half, and that black man is in my same city. He in Kansas City. Versus the white man who treated me to a date night, he's in another state and he still made it happen from a whole nother state. Honey, yeah. I'm going to continue with these comparison videos because somebody got to hear it. Somebody has got to hear of the things that we deal with and why we decide to dip outside of our race. Black men don't make you want to stick with them. And I love black men. I love black men. I sure do. But y'all have got to get it together for real. Y'all will literally beg for a female's time just to waste it. What? No.
So
Okay, I know how some
we
of
got
my
here.
African.
I mean, that's how some black women feel. Okay, hey y'all, I'm gonna be bringing up now on the stage here my homie Unc be streaming, and see him here in the background. I miss Unc be streaming. How you doing, Unc?
What's up, man? What's good with you? What's up, everybody?
All right, was you here long enough to hear that video that we just had going on there?
Yes, this very stupid video. Sounds like a lot of prostitution to me. Sounds like they can be bought. I'm trying to figure out what is she comparing. She claimed herself comparing black man to white man, but it seems like she comparing normal man to sucker. Her comparison wasn't white to black. It was normal man to sucker. The black dude was being normal. The white dude was being a simp and a sucker. Because she keeps saying he had access to me for a week. First of all, what the hell does that mean? And it's just a week. You're a grown ass woman. Look like you're in your 30s. If you be like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna be like, that sucks. What am I supposed to do? You're not my child. I don't even know you. You're a fucking stranger. She even said they haven't had a date. If you say I'm hungry, I'm not supposed to be like, let me feed you. And my daughter, 10, you got a young son. If they say they hungry, our first instinct is to take care of it. But when a fucking stranger be like, I'm hungry, my first thing in my, I guess she finna go get something to eat. You know? And the guy, women will always see you as the good guy. And that's the problem with y'all need to see. When you do something that's in their favor, but against you, they don't even care. That's when they see you as the good guy. What does this man gain in another state by sending some chick money to have lunch? He ain't even there to eat with her.
Yeah.
That's some shit that they wouldn't want their brother, their son, or their father to do with some random chick. But they will take it from your goofy ass. And yeah. So her whole shit was just weird. Yeah. It wasn't white versus black. It was simp versus real nigga. Real man. Not not real, but just a normal man versus a straight simp. That was the comparison, not black versus white man.
No, I don't think it was black versus white either. I think she was, but that's the thing. That's why I'm asking the question: have they sold out? Because it's not the fact that she made the comparison; it's the fact that she made the comparison about race.
Of course,
you see what I'm saying? That's part of the thing I'm looking at here. She made the comparison be about race when it didn't even have to be.
Of course, they sold out. They've been saying weird stuff like how white man don't do this and that and don't do that, this and that, and black man do this. It's weird as shit because they act like it ain't no white baby moms with white kids with blonde hair and blue eyes from their white daddies. They act like the vast majority of that guy that's made that song, Now You're a Single Mom, all the videos he used to do his little TikToks and his stuff, be white women crying on TikTok. He ain't showed a sister crying on TikTok yet about I'm a single mom and I'm so long. Cause they goofy, but they don't do that goofy shit. But it's always
they probably won't go on public. cry about it. They'll cry about it and say it behind
Yeah,
your yeah, but they ain't gonna go on TV and say it like they doing with the TikToks and the white girls and stuff.
exactly. So the fact you find those shorties of videos, not only do you got many single moms that's Caucasian with Caucasian husband, you see mad chicks with mixed kids that's single moms.
Mm.
I know a chick that do this kind of stuff, praise the white man ice is colder. She got 2 kids, 2 baby daddies, both of them baby daddies white. So the behavior, a logical person know the behavior ain't race related. It's individual shit. If a nigga ain't shit, he ain't gonna be shit. No matter what race he is.
Yeah.
But they like to, like you say, sold out. The white man ice is colder. Um, they would talk down on black men at the expense of bigging up white men. And they been doing that shit. Nigga, they sold out since the slavery days, to be honest. I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Shit. They sold out since the slavery days. They'll tell mass on the nigga.
Now we got another video that I'm gonna check out here, and oh well, what's that? Okay, here we go. Got another video we're gonna check out here, and this is another lady, and she's saying some things too, but it's kind of in contrast to what the other lady is saying. And I think this lady right here, she dated white men before. So we're gonna see a little bit what she got to say. All right, check her out.
Simply Kev, I'm so glad that you brought this up because of the fact that this is something that even I noticed, especially being a black woman who used to date white men. I'm not gonna speak for other black women, but I'm gonna speak for myself. I never switched up when I was dating white men. The type of person you got when I was with black men is the exact same type of person you got when I was with white men. If a white man try to act crazy, you gonna get crazy from me. If a black man was acting crazy, you getting crazy from me too. I was just toxic all around, to be honest with y'all. But there are some black women out here, they do switch up real fucking quick when they get with the white man, right? They don't want to be rah-rah with the white man. They don't want a white man to think that they're ghetto, right? They don't want a white man to think they're aggressive, right? They don't want a white man to think about all the things that society and history has constantly continuously said the stereotypical things about black women. So when they get with white men, they're trying so hard not to be that stereotypical black woman. And I just want to be like, sis, you're not even being your real authentic self to when you be all the way fucking for real about it. I don't give a damn who I was around when it came to the white people. I'm being myself regardless, right? If I'm all like, what's up with it, da da da, when I get around black people, I'm gonna be like, what's up with it, what da da da, when I get around white people. But I've said this before that a lot of the white men that I dated were already into groups of black men. They were already migrated with friends that were already black. I didn't get a white man that was not hanging around black people. It was very fucking rare. Like, I think it was just one, and that didn't even last like barely 2 weeks because I was like, oh, this ain't it. So my experience with white men is probably going to look a little different than some of these other white men because when I see some of these other black girls and the type of white men that they have, some of them go real fucking to the country, right? And then some of them, they cosplay black men, right? I'll be the first to admit that majority of my white men that I had in my life were cosplaying black men. And I didn't even realize that because one, I wasn't even emotionally in the depth to understand what the fuck I was doing. I was not awake to understand how this was looking. And I want to make something very abundantly clear. I have no hate towards white people.
Hey.
Up and see how it looks. Because when y'all come on the internet and you're spewing that white men treat you better than black men, sis, it's not that they're treating you better, it's that you switched up and you're getting a different result. Because if you're rah-rah all the way around, if you were rah-rah with that white man ain't gonna stay. I'm gonna be all the way fucking for real with y'all. If you acting ghetto and you don't listen and this, that, and the third with black men, but then you get with a white man and you still acting ghetto and this, that, and the third, you think that white man's staying? Absolutely fucking not. So let's all be fucking for real about it. A lot of you black women, y'all switch up as soon as you get with a white man because of the fact that you don't want that white man to think that you are the stereotypical thing that we've always been known about black women.
Okay, hold on. Let me get her. Let me take her down first, and then I'm gonna get what you because I seen when we was watching the video there, you look like you might got something to say.
Yeah.
So let me remove her real quick. What you thought
Yo,
about that? Be streaming.
she was cooking. She was cooking on all the stove eyes on. You know what I'm saying? Grease cracking. She cooking, grease cracking, fish frying. They of course you're gonna get treated better when you acting better.
Mm-hmm.
So you if you get the it's just the coincidence you're getting treated better by white men, but it ain't because white men treat women so much better than black men. It's just that men in general treat a woman based on how she acts with him and makes him feel. So it ain't that white man treating them so much better because they just so much awesome guys. No, if you good with me, I'm gonna treat you good. If you acting right, I'm gonna treat you good.
Yeah,
You getting what you're giving. You giving sensible, well behaved, so you're gonna get treated good. You do the same shit with black man, you would get treated good, unless the dude just an asshole. But again, asshole has no race. If the dude gonna treat
yeah,
you bad, he gonna treat you bad regardless of the color of his skin. So that you ain't getting treated better because he white. You getting treated better because you acting better, and the guy just the kind of guy that don't do certain shit. And those guys exist in the black community too. And these women that think otherwise, they be tripping me out. They need to go. They clearly don't know no white women because if they did, they'll hear horror story after horror story of Brad, Chad, and, and Cody being wild as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, and, both of us spent time in the military, and we saw it. We saw same thing: broken white families, all this. You know, my thing is this right here, and it's like I said a million times. I would like to pose this question: and anybody that's out there watching, you know, drop the comments, let us know if white men treat women so good. Well, then why did white women invent feminism?
Facts.
Why? Why did
If
white
white,
women invent feminism if white men treat women so good? What you think about that, Unc?
that's a good question. Cause why would you need feminism? Why would you need what's that other stuff? The women's suffrage. Those was all
Yeah,
white women having problems with white men. There was white women that the white man had the boot to their neck so bad they had to picket and protest and fight. If white man treated went was so good, if they did that shit to their own women, what in these women black goofy ass mind make them think they're gonna treat black women so much better than their own women? Make it make sense.
and like
Clearly, it was some smoke. What they say? What that smoke? That fire.
yeah,
Wouldn't be no feminism. Wouldn't be no women suffering. No women liberation. No women fighting for shit. Cause
mm-mm.
all that didn't come from us.
No,
We didn't write a single fucking law
mm-mm.
that was oppressing women in 19 fucking 20 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We was oppressed our goddamn self. We was not the lawmakers. So everything bad that white women were going through came directly from white men back in them
Yeah,
days.
and it kills me. It
Matter of fact,
kills me
everything bad everybody was going through came from white men. Let me make that clear.
back in
But
that day.
they the nicest nigga in the world now. You
Yeah,
feel me?
I've done stories on on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I talked about it. You know what I'm saying? You had these swirlers and these black whatever the black female divestors that used to be and probably still around. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? If white men were so damn good, white women would not have invented feminism. Okay, it's not to say that white men are bad or they're worse than any other group of men, but apparently, they're not the halo wearing save all angels that black women are making them out to be. And I think that's because black women are sold out.
Yeah, yeah.
I, I think black women. I don't. There's other races of women that will take white men before they take their own race, but they make it known that that's because of like culture and money and stuff like that. But black women are not doing that. What black women are doing is they are worshiping white people and making it to the point where it's like, they can't do no wrong or this or that. So what do you think about that?
Oh, they definitely do it. And because they would take a white man that lacking things that they wouldn't accept out no black man.
Yeah.
The white man ain't gotta dress the nicest, be clean. You know what I'm saying? He can just be in his white boy clothes. He ain't gotta have the $200 shoes in the clothes and look all fly in the fly car and the biggest dick and tail up for 2 hours and you know what I'm saying? All the shit they want from a nigga.
He getting
From
a
a black
pass on
man. Yeah, his whiteness gives him a pass on having swag and shit. But we better not be swagless.
He ain't gotta beat nobody up. If somebody say something stupid when y'all out, he ain't gotta knock him out.
You ain't gotta dress. You ain't gotta dress nice. You don't have to have swag. You don't have to have street cred. Chad don't none of that shit. So they lower. It's like they lower their standards when they white. Yeah. Which is I don't know, man.
Not only lower your standards, it gets better treatment from you too.
Exactly.
Yeah, not only lowering your standards, not only do you get a pass, but you get better treatment also.
It's kind of like how they act better at work.
Yeah.
It's like how they act better at work because we know they know how to act. It's when when white Gary at work asks them something in a rude way or they don't want to hear, they might want to snap, but they don't because they clearly got self-control. But when they same boyfriend at the house says something they don't like in the way she don't like, he gets snapped on immediately. So they condition and train to hold back their bad behavior when dealing with white people, but they just give us all of that shit. So when they get in a relationship with the white man, they basically do the same shit they do at work. They code switch. They cut down their bonkeisha. Yeah. And they cut down the way they talk and they cut down their attitude because they don't do it at work because they don't want to be perceived as the angry black woman. So they keep that same mindset when they get with a white guy. They don't want to be perceived as the angry black woman. So if you acting more pleasant, of course, the relationship gonna go smoother. It has nothing to do with race of the man. It's all to do with you, bitch, the common denominator. If he white, he Mexican, and he black, and you getting all this different shit, all these 3 different men, 3 different ages, 3 different races, 3 different upbringings, but bitch, you the common denominator. You.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How you act is what you get from a man, long as he just ain't come in the situation to be on some bullshit. And any man, regardless of race, comes into certain situations sometimes for cheeks only.
Yeah.
It's just insane, man. You see white single moms walking all over the place, man. Yeah. Motherfucking Chad, Brad, Toady hitting that shit and getting up out of there.
Hey. So, and I want to ask you, before we're going to get ready to move into the next subject here. If y'all out there that's paying attention, that's watching, what do y'all think about that? Have black women sold out? Okay. And the thing is, this ain't even survival mode because, you can have a job. You got, there's no reason to sell out like that, And even in the video that we just got done watching, if y'all wasn't here before you got done watching, you can go back and watch the video. The second video where the lady was like, hey, she even admitted it. And black guys been on it for years, that when black women get with white men, they don't act the same way.
Exactly.
They don't.
We didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
I think anyone that talks down their own race and in the same breath big up another race done sold out. If you want to date white man, go date white man. But since you're not interested in black man, you can keep them out your mouth. You shouldn't have to down talk black man to justify your desire to want to sleep with white man. Just go ahead and do the shit. Who you trying to convince? Us, yourself? Is you trying to clear your conscience? What's going on here? Does it make you feel better about shit when you say negative shit about the black man that you chose to deal with? If you chose a piece of shit nigga and then got treated a certain way, now you want to come and throw it on all black men. And like I say, it's no this shit would never make sense when most women only see a real man and a good man. It's usually the suck ass dude that's doing shit that's in their favor, but to his downfall.
Like the woman in
So
the video.
I don't even want to be a real man, a good man to the modern woman. Cause I have never heard them call a man a real man or a good man when he was doing something, some real shit. It's always, you always call that when you raising their kids, paying their bills, compromising yourself for their benefit. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if Chad willing to do that goofy shit for you, that's right where you need to be.
Mhm.
And sold out for the money. She's like, yeah, he. I just can't believe this shit.
Sent me this money for this and that, and he wasn't even in the place. I can believe it because I mean, like, you know what I'm saying. Here's the thing: a lot of, and we're about to get into that in the next segment
No,
here.
I was saying I can't believe the whole. I gave him access to me for a week. And he didn't
Yeah,
buy me food. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? I gave him access to me, as if he didn't give you access to him. If he got access to you, you got access to him. So the shit's null and void and balance each other out. Some kind of way they think their time and presence is more significant than your time and presence. Access to you, access to me, cancel out. It's kind of like sex. You gave me coochie, I gave you dick. The shit is canceled out, null and void. Some kind of way in the female mind, they give you coochie, you give them dick, you still owe them something else. It's nuts.
well, that's yeah, it's kind of messed up, but a lot of it got to do with a lot of guys that you know how they acting these days and doing things. So,
They put it
but
on the pedestal.
yeah, putting the push on the pedestal. So you know, it kind of was a thing with that. But hey, look, this kind of ties into the second subject here. I was going to, okay, and my predator man for the day, of course, is old Derek Jackson. All right, and I'm gonna be bringing up here in a minute again the story of how he cheated on his wife, and we're gonna we're gonna listen to a little thing where they discuss all of that. Before we get into that, I want to talk about the introvert predator man and the overt predator man. Okay, because a lot of people don't know that invert and overt predator man is very different than invert and overt everything else. Okay, the overt predator man does not sound like a threat. Okay,
I, I don't even think the over one is a threat. He just a nigga hollering.
no, the overt predator is a threat. The overt predator is a guy like Derek Jackson. We're about to get ready to go
Oh,
over that here in a second, right here. Okay, your
well,
overt predator, or your
he
overt
overt to
predator.
us, but he not overt to them. He covert to
He's
the
overt.
women.
He's overt to them too. He's overt to them too. But the thing of it is they're not going to pay attention to that because of how they're looking at the thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he said it different. But I
Yeah.
always thought an over predator says like, yo, I'm trying to kick or trying to do something. I thought them niggas was, I thought over meant you just direct. You ain't hiding shit.
No. What I'm saying from the point of view on this channel right here, and I'm trying to get people to understand this one today. That's why I'm doing the video. Okay. You're overt, you're introvert type, uh, you know, you're outright predator guy does not sound like a threat. Remember we was in Iraq and we even in Iraq we had to have them short meetings and I was standing up saying something one day, and there was a guy talking. You know who his name is, right? And I ain't gonna say his name right now. I'm gonna just keep telling the story, and I'm gonna let you, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you can put it out there. But the overt predator, the guy who's obviously a predator, the type of guy that uses like prostitution a lot, or that's probably a person like Derek Jackson. They do not sound like they're a threat. That's We know they're a threat because but when you're talking to women, they have nothing bad to say about women.
Yeah.
They only talk bad about guys. They only and that's what makes it obvious to us. It should make it obvious to women because you're down in your own kind, but it doesn't. Here's the deal. Guy like Derek Jackson employ this type of thing. And that's why that's a covert predator. Okay.
Oh yeah, covert. Yeah, he definitely covert. See, I thought you said at first you had said there it was overt. I'm like,
Oh,
no,
I meant to
that
say
nigga.
covert. My bad.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was confused. Okay, because there is a covert predator.
Yeah, well, I meant overt. My bad. No, I did mean overt. It's just where I'm trying to explain it because I knew people see it as the opposite, but in my opinion, it's not the opposite. Yeah, I see him as overt. Any guy, anytime you as a man see somebody who has zero problems with women and problems with men, and this is a male, this guy
Yeah,
is
he's overt to us for sure.
this
But
guy's a
see,
problem.
women, all people like that always gonna be covert to women because when you say what they want to hear, they just believe it because they want you.
That's why I'm not counting the women in this one. I'm counting. That's why I'm telling the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like guys got to be able to understand this because the type of women that you see deal with this type of guy is done with forever. I mean, like, okay, let me go ahead and start getting to the point of bringing up this thing with this guy's wife. We're gonna listen a little bit to what was going on with his wife. Let me add this to the stage here. And we're gonna go over this a little bit. Now, of course, y'all know this is Derek Jackson's wife, and she a couple of years back, went into explaining everything that went on with her and her husband, and how the big lineup of them and all the other good stuff. Now, this thing, let me see here. I think it has a thing where you can actually listen to it. Yeah, and it's about 3 minutes long here. So what we're gonna do is play this, and we're gonna listen to a little small summary of what went on with this woman here and her husband. All right, now a guy like Derek Jackson, most women are, they're gonna say it's about looks and it's this and that and it's things like that, and that's the truth. But also, this person's not saying anything that's offensive to women, so it comes off a certain way. So what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play this little thing here, and it's gonna be about 3 minutes long. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna summarize what she said when she finally came out about this. And I want people to understand. I don't have anything against Derek Jackson. I mean, he can do what he want to do, but it's like that women, they don't realize this kind of person is a bad person. So
I got
we're
shit
gonna.
against Derek Jackson. I got stuff against that nigga. I
But
got stuff
yeah,
against him. He's the enemy of
we're gonna
mankind.
I can agree with that. But before we get into that part, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna listen to this little summary of this article in Essence magazine where Derek Jackson's wife came out about what was going on.
There was a lineup of us. Derek Jackson's ex-wife Dania speaks on what their marriage was really like. Dania Jackson tells her side of the story, detailing how she learned of the relationship guru's infidelity and the ways it affected her. Derek Jackson's ex-wife Dania Jackson is finally speaking out about what she went through during their marriage, and the woman she is now is far from who she appeared to be to social media while they were together. The mom and former wife of the now controversial relationship guru opened up in a recent interview with Lateris R. Whitfield, host of the Dear Future Wifey podcast. During the conversation, Dania narrated how she discovered Derek was cheating, referencing a feeling and a change in touch as a few indicators which she was sensitive to. Eventually, she started looking through his phone and found evidence that confirmed her fears.
Mm.
She stood by him after his cheating scandal broke, literally sitting stoically by his side during an apology video he posted to YouTube, leaving her to face more mockery online than him. But as things continued, she would become obsessed with the women he was seeing, confirming that eventually they all knew each other and would pass one another going into their family home. There was a lineup of us. We were passing each other on the stairway, like this is my shift from this time to this time, she said, admitting she was a willing participant in the situation, and looks back and realizes it was all truly sad. I became a shell of myself. I didn't know who I was. I actually had a post on my page where I said I knew her body better than I knew my own, she said to Whitfield. I knew several other women's bodies better than I knew my own. I went in such a deep hole where I was like studying these women. I would go to their profiles and I would study their pages and like what they wear. I knew when they had met up. I watched their videos of them having sex, so I would try to imitate that and recreate that in our relationship so that he could choose me. In December 2022, after 4 years of marriage, the relationship expert announced their split. Derek filed for the divorce after confessing his extramarital escapades with other women to his wife in the spring of 2021.
Mm.
He was allegedly caught cheating again right before announcing their breakup. Over the past several months, my family and I have gone through many changes, he wrote on Instagram as part of the split announcement. Some of you have speculated, while others of you have reached out to offer support as we privately established this new normal for ourselves and our beautiful children. Shortly before Derek announced the divorce on social media, Denia warned people to stay out of her marriage and resorted to speaking curses over the haters. Her tune changed after the announcement when she posted a message about her grieving process post-breakup. When the man you love and have kids with destroys your soul with reckless decision-making, you must choose to be alone with God, she wrote in an Instagram caption a few months back. She continued, when you are suffering so much that each next breath seems excruciating, and you don't know how you can live without that man, while at the same time being angry with that man because he has crushed your spirit due to his unconscious, you have made an idol of that man, husband or not. The former couple have a daughter, Morley, who was born in 2016, as well as a son together.
So yeah, that was the end of the thing there. So I mean, it kind of goes to show you. I mean, like, and I don't think she was gonna leave either. But
Derek could have got away with that stuff, but he just couldn't stop. He was embarrassing her too much.
Well, even though she was getting embarrassed and she was taking more backlash than him, I don't think she was gonna leave. But the thing of it is that what I'm trying to get the point I want to get across to people is this is what when you deal with a covert, you know what I'm saying? It's covert to women, but it's overt to us guys. When you're dealing with somebody that's obviously a predator, you're gonna get the signs like this with this woman right here. All right. It's gonna be pretty much right in their face, and then they're gonna either gonna deal with it or they're not. And I think she would have kept dealing with it because that woman sounded she was kind of broken. It was the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Several things she said in that video that let me know that this was a broken woman. And I've seen other videos of her. As a matter of fact, in that one, there's another video down there where she describes she was raped about 3 weeks before she met this guy and stuff like that. So I mean, when you got a guy like Derek Jackson, majority of the time they're going to be dealing with women who are broken. That's why his channel, when he makes a channel, he does something. That's why he does what he does.
Because all the broken women that had bad stuff happen in their life, or they made bad decisions that made their life go bad, he the hero for them. And he's the guy that tells them none of that bad stuff matters. It's not your fault. And if a guy can't deal with your trauma, then he's not a real man. So he just pretty much lies to them and comforts them in their pain. He profits off their trauma. He's kind of one of the worst kind of people out here in the game. He
Yeah,
profits off trauma. He's pander for profit, and he's everything that he says the other men are. He's all that.
yo, what?
All the shit he tried to warn women of. He's all that
He's
shit.
all of it. And the thing is, that's why I said overt us. Hey, real quick, what's up, man? Hey, good to have you on here. I seen your comment the other day, man, on my other videos. So yeah, hey, thanks for the shouts outs and the appreciation, man. Hey, I just try to keep it real, especially I think that was on my she can't cash fire that ass video. I think that's what you seen. I was saying, but I know I seen you in several, so I just want to give a shout out to you. Hey, thanks for showing up. But yeah, man. Hey, look, when you guys, cause you got, yeah, I hear you're gonna have daughters. So when you got a daughter, your daughter bring home a motherfucker that ain't got no problem with women, and that just thinks that men are trashy. This, you know what I'm saying, is a red flag, guys. It's a red flag. And if you got a chick that deals with these kind of guys, or she deals with these kind of guys or whatever, dude, she got to be like put on the bottom level. And that
Yep.
we're gonna get into that in the next segment when we talk about why men got to be selfish in dating these days. All right,
Cause I-
go ahead, homie.
when you a hunter yourself, because let's say the game in words don't take the words just like direct verbatim. But in the game, men are the hunters, women are the prey. And by that, most of the times, men approach women and holler at them to bag them. Hunter, prey. And to understand, that's why men understand women more than women understand men.
Yeah,
Because to hunt something, to catch something, you got to understand how it moves, the habitats. You got to know everything about it. When you're hunting something, that's why duck hunters, deer hunters, all that, they like specialists on that. Whatever they hunt, they know about that shit like a damn, biologist. They know everything
yeah,
about the sounds, the noises, the sense they like, how they react to everything. So that's why men have a know women way better than women know men, because to get us, they don't have to know us like that because we come after them. To get ate by the line, the antelope don't have to know the line. Now, to not get ate, they got to know the line. But that's why all these women get ate, because they don't know the line. If they took the time to know us, they won't get caught in shit like Derek Jackson. And they should know men. Also, if you're a hunter, you got to know the other hunters out there, because we hunting for the same
exactly.
shit. So when a man sees a man that's another hunter too, we peep him quick, because we know that if something nice come by and I want it, this guy might, you know what I'm saying, he's a hunter too. Now I ain't never been a guy just to battle
And
out for a chick, but we peep competition. And as soon as we saw Derek Jackson, we knew player, we knew hunter, we knew woman getter. And when he was saying the
yeah,
stuff he said, it was so obvious of what he was. And I actually lost female friends over
you,
Derek Jackson, just saying shit, saying what he is. And then when it came out the truth, I never got no apology. But I knew it from the first time I saw one of his videos, bro.
yeah. And so the thing of it is like this is type of predator that is out there in the open now. You got a kind that's not out in the open, but pretty much if you listen to them long enough, they sound you'll hear it. All right. Um, these days you got some of these guys that like they're supposed to be like men's rights activists, some things like that. And nothing wrong with men's rights, but what you're gonna get out of these guys, and this is another form of predator. Like it's a type that makes a statement that sounds like you're not being predatory, but then it winds up being that way. All right, I've said it several times on this channel. There's certain things like you got people that say, "Well, we need to change child support laws." I've always said you don't need to. All right, but this type of guy that wants to do that, doesn't want, because the only change you can really make it to it is to eradicate it. That's the only thing you could really do. But I say, why do that when okay, you have it now, and at least some kids are getting taken care of because the men who are going to be in charge have to make sure everybody gets taken care of. If you don't want to take care of your kid, then you shouldn't be getting counted in the folds of manhood. But what you'll have with these guys is they're saying that hey, we shouldn't have to do this, shouldn't have to do that. No, it sounds like you're getting treated bad when you're not. Every man that if hey look, you busted that nut, you ought to pay for it. Should nobody else in society be paying for your kid? And if people in society are paying for your kid through the social type programs, then hell yeah, pick your ass up and let you be in jail and pay for your damn debt. That's the way it works now. If you want to change that, you're probably not a good guy. The reason why I'm saying that is because you will let children who've been born. I'm not saying nothing about don't hold a man accountable or all the other good junk people trying to say. You'll let children be born and then not get taken care of and let a guy go. You're really not holding somebody accountable. At this point, those little laws hold people accountable. The alimony laws, the doggone marriage laws. What I tell guys is if you want to avoid that shit, just don't get married.
I don't think nobody's trying to eradicate child support. They're trying to say like it should be a cap. It should be a cap because some states do got a cap. It's some states where no matter how much you make, they like this is how much it takes to take care of a kid in this state. Mm-hmm. So it don't. So it's the whole. If you are thriving and successful, then they want to base the child support off your income, not what it takes to take care of a child. Kind of like how Eddie Murphy was paying $50,000. That's a month for one child with that Spice Girl. Ain't no world where it take that much to take care of a child. That's what Cass was trying to get rid of. Not like, because we understand you were 100% right. You make a kid, you need to take care of it. Child support is necessary. It's kind of like the alimony shit. I get it, but at the same time, if you're not with me no more, why the fuck do you still need to live the same life as if you were with me? Because when I was with you, I was fucking you and getting done regularly, and I'm not getting that no more because the relationship over. So just like anything, when the relationship ends, when the job ends, some of the benefits end. Even when you get a pension, you're not getting paid exactly the same you was when you was working actively. When the job over, you're gonna get a little less. And that's all men saying. They're not saying no. I ain't never heard a nigga say in child support. I ain't never heard that. That's just the truth. Now I heard nigga child support reform. We want reform.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What's the need for reforming that? Because like even an example that you gave, okay, these are extremely rich people. All right. And who's to say what it takes to like you know what I'm saying to take care of that particular kid, his life, that child's life is different.
You don't have to have the rich life though. That's the point. I got the rich life. If she wants the kid to have the rich life, the kid can come stay with me. That's the point. You don't have to provide the masses in the stuff you have. Food, water, shelter, clothing. Does the child have that? Therefore, it's being taken care of because none of our kids have the rich life and they're being taken care of. So why does her kid need the rich life to be taken care of? Food, water, shelter, clothing, in abundance. I can provide that with $2,000 a month.
Right. But the thing is, neither one of us is rich. And it goes back to the thing of this right here.
What I got ain't got nothing to do with what the kid get. I'm rich, not that. It does not do with it. It has to do with what the kid get. Well, now, yeah, that's why we need reform.
That's the thing. That's why I'm saying it. See, that mentality right there is the problem that some of the guys got. And you don't have to be rich to have that. You can have a guy that's not rich, right? And he don't even want to pay the money that's going to be enough to support the kid. And guess what? Because he's not rich, say you got a guy right here. If you do caps, you got a certain guy he only makes this amount of money, right? And he's saying that, hey, look, I shouldn't have to pay this or whatever. I got the money, but that don't mean the kid got it. No, you're the guy. See, this is where it becomes a lack of responsibility, dude. When you went into doing this, you should take care of your kids to the best of
Hold
your
up.
ability.
How's the lack
I
of
understand.
responsibility? No. But don't she got to do something too?
Yes, she does. But I'm not saying that you got to buy her a house. You got to do all of this shit. But what I am saying is this right here. We all know that if I come out here, okay, a rich guy, and I get a kid, right? That people gonna expect from me, and it shouldn't be people expecting me of it.
Can't spend
I,
none of nobody else's money.
yeah, I should want to do for my kid. Now, I'm not saying that giving the woman the money is gonna make that happen. That's not really what it
That's a
is.
key ingredient. If I
So,
want my kid to have some high class shit, I'll just buy it, or they can come stay with me. That's all dudes saying. The dudes with money are okay with that. I'll pay this cap and everything else I buy.
but like you were saying though, with the thing with Eddie Murphy, okay. Now these people take that to the both of the incomes, and they're gonna see this chick lifestyle too. You see what I'm saying?
Don't she need to
So
provide?
this chick is one of the damn Spice Girls. Not like this bitch is broke either. So this kid is gonna have a certain type of life. Her putting into it might be 50 grand. The way that they do things, and they might just be like, "You finna pay the other half of it."
Well, that's
It
where
might,
bullshit comes. Because if
it might
she
be
if
a
she
lot more.
want to live
Like,
extravagant, that's on her budget. I'm just taking care of the child.
but to see that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand out here, guys. When you do this thing, when you put that damn kid in there, you're not talking about her no more. You're talking about the kid having a certain lifestyle and you providing that lifestyle because you're the other parent. You see what I'm
But
saying?
I
It
don't
is
think
not.
that's what child support is supposed to be for, to provide a particular lifestyle. It's just to take care of a kid. See, the lifestyle part ain't the intention of child support because we pay it and we don't get no lifestyle. Food, it, I don't think the lifestyle part is part
You
of
take
it.
even if you take
It's a
that's why
choice.
that's why there's no cap on the thing. That's why there's no cap on
Well,
the
no,
thing.
some states got cap.
Well, some of them do, but the thing of it is this right here. Okay, they're gonna look at your lifestyle, you as the guy. That's what they're doing. They're looking at it. They're looking at your lifestyle, and that's why some people get a higher one than other people. You can afford to pay for this. You can afford to really take care of this kid, so they enforce it. And if a guy really can't do it, like you got some women on the lower end of that jump, they be messing with the Pookies and the Ray Rays and shit like that. It's not funny, but it is what it is. This joker can't get shit out of the system because this guy's lifestyle don't. It actually kind of reflects that. If you got a guy that ain't got, you don't see a guy that ain't got no goddamn money getting a damn big ass child support payment. You only see it out of the dude that do got a lot of money. And so I'm not saying that you gotta support the woman's lifestyle, but I am saying the guys, if you gotta pay attention to the way the rules are and look at them and say, hey, look, okay, now hey, here's the deal. If I got it like that, why not give it to my kid? And that's kind of really how they're looking at it.
Well, but that's moral shit, and that's why we need reform. Because don't put your moral on another person. Because because child support legally is meant to cover the basic needs and general well-being of the child, including food, clothing, housing, education, related expenses, daycare, extracurricular activities. Child support is not specifically for maintaining a child's lifestyle in the sense of luxury or matching the standard of living of the wealthier parents. It ain't about matching my standard of living. It's to provide basic needs for the child well-being, food, clothing. Now, if I want to go above and beyond, that should be a man's choice. Because and you're right, he should want to, but
Damn right. I'm finna get to that.
But the moral police don't exist. We got laws wrapping in with morals and then trying to force the morals of society on other people. Well, maybe them ain't my morals. And laws and morals shouldn't
Exactly.
fucking collide like that. Like Diddy. That's why Diddy
This
beat a
is
lot
why.
of that shit. Because being freaky ain't illegal. I wouldn't do the freaky shit he did, but he beat a lot of that shit because being freaky ain't illegal. Now he did some illegal shit. He transported prostitution. But watching niggas
The
flash your girl,
prostitution is illegal.
yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
not illegal,
saying.
and nobody charged.
But
The thing of
watching
it is,
niggas, that's
and
what I'm
Diddy
saying.
to
But
get
they
his
wanted to get Diddy for all kinds of shit, but they couldn't because being freaky ain't illegal. But it's morally bad.
The only reason they didn't get Diddy on the Rico and other shit because Diddy didn't get his ass on the stand. If Diddy would have got his ass on the stand, because that's why they told him don't get on there. If he would have got his ass on the stand, you notice they didn't ask him certain questions. They didn't ask him certain questions, like certain things like this right here. We know you engaged in prostitution, but the first thing of it is they didn't charge you with soliciting. They didn't charge you with none of this shit. The reason why is because they know that you in your little organization, somebody else did this stuff for you. But if Diddy would have got on the stand, they would start asking them, okay, well, you didn't pay the prostitute, right?
Somebody was Cassie.
Who did? Huh?
So somebody was Cassie. Cassie was paying them prostitutes. They already stated she was paying them. And
who got all this junk together? You know, what they said to somebody else in his organization, that's what they were saying. But what I want to get back to is a moral thing. Like, okay, this is not putting the morals of society onto you. This is a moral that you should have as a fucking man.
You should, but you don't have to. That's the point of morals, though. You should.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying you have to. If you don't, your moral value as a man is fucking sucks.
And they okay. What if they okay with that?
And that's cool with them being okay with that. But that's why that type of man will never be one of the leaders of society. That's why.
What if he okay with that too?
There's no problem with that. No problem with that. But this same type of guy will want the same type of respect. That's how you're gonna spot these predators. The same type of guy want the same type of respect that another man would get, and he can't have it. You can't give it to him because he don't got the same values as everybody else. He knows as a man that he just birthed this child. He should take care of it. Now, if he don't want to, I'm not saying.
I know. I said take care of it. I know he gonna take care of his child, but what if he don't believe in giving his child the same wealthy lifestyle he lived? I ain't saying not take. I never respect the nigga don't take care of their kids, but if a man don't want to put his child in mansions when he got a mansion and the child can come live in my mansion, but the chick want to debo the child, then I'm gonna give you this $3,000 a month and move on. Like Kodak Black just got his child support. The chick wanted $56,000. She ended up getting $8,000 a month. Go figure it out, bitch.
Now look at her bills. Look at her bills. $8,000. Kodak Black probably fucked a regular bitch off the street. He didn't fuck no.
But he's not trying to live regular though. That's the problem. That's why she wanted 56. She figured she married to a rich nigga. She want to live his shit.
No. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why it's already fair. They took her doggone junk and they looked at it. They're like, bitch, you don't live like this.
But they don't do that all the time.
In most cases, they do. And if you're the richer now, all these cases, they're gonna take both of y'all sides and look at it, man. But if you got more money than them, it pretty much winds up being the same thing as alimony or damn whatever. If you got more money than them, because $8,000, that's still a lot of goddamn money for a hood bitch.
I don't even believe in that.
I was paying $400 a month for one kid.
I don't believe in that alimony shit. If I'm in a big ass mansion, we divorce, bitch, you might have to go get a regular house. Now I'll pay you alimony. We together 20 years, but not to live in the exact same house that we used to live in. All that shit, like I said, it got to go down. I don't have the same benefits I had when I was in the army, per se. But so why the fuck would you have the same benefits when you ain't my wife no more? Okay, I would give you money. I get that part. I get all the need to get these motherfuckers money. No, but the lifestyle shit, the keeping the same. Well, my lifestyle ain't the same.
And tell you this, we're gonna move into the men must be selfish and date these things section here. We just got done talking about how to spot the predator men, okay? But now, setting aside what we was talking about with the moral value thing, we already see, moral values is a part of being a predator and such like that, okay? But men got to be selfish these days for this reason right here, okay? These rules that we just got done talking about, it just came into the whole thing, is some of the reason why you got to move in a selfish ass way as a man these days, okay?
Yeah, because what I definitely said definitely sound kind of selfish.
But it's
But
not.
you gotta be that way.
It's not about that. I mean, well, I'm saying you got to be selfish because of those things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you don't want to pay those things, because when you go into moving and you move into doing these things, you actually kind of agreed to start paying this shit. When you got married to this chick, the one that was promising the most was you.
Yeah. No, you're right. If you got like you said earlier, you said the truest shit. If you got a problem with the way these laws is, there's two things you can do. Start actively pushing for some petitions to reform certain shit. And while you're doing that, don't get married and don't make no babies. You don't get caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, don't get married and don't make no kids until the reform happens. Because if not, you just gonna be part of the system.
And I tell you honestly, guys, the fucking reform ain't coming. That's why I'm telling you got to be self.
We don't fight hard enough for shit.
Well, it's not even fighting hard for it. I understand the moral value, and we're going back to this thing again because like it's kind of like this. I understand some people like don't put your morals off on me, right? But they're the moral standard in society for being a man. This is some men won't never be able to be a man of this high value and all the other good shit that they keep talking about in the internet and in the manosphere and all this stuff. High value this, high value that, high value this, and all the other good junk. You can't reach that without these so-called. You're gonna have to check these damn moral blocks that they got on there. All right.
And no, you could take care of your kids, but how much is up? It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be forced to do the most. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying, you look at like you said with the Eddie Murphy thing. You got this Spice Girl, you got Eddie Murphy, and both of them, they bills is like fucking this. So motherfucker, you got to pay out this to help on them goddamn bills because even though you
shouldn't have. That's the thing. You shouldn't have to help on bills. She pay her own bills.
That's what I'm trying to tell guys right now with the kids thing. Even that's why I say no marriage, no kids, unless you're gonna subject yourself to the rules, guys. Because here's the thing about marriage: the marriage ain't really you and her sign that fucking paper. It's the minute she shit a damn baby in this motherfucker. The minute that chick shit a goddamn baby, you just picked up the same responsibility that you have for a fucking wife. You gotta damn sure make sure you gotta make sure she got a place to fucking have because
and that's where and that's why we need reform. Because honestly, if the chick couldn't afford a place, I let her be homeless before I pay her rent until I get custody of my kid.
They won't do that.
If she's homeless, they will definitely give you custody of the kid.
The minute you doing that, the minute you do that right there, right? Okay, she could be homeless, and you can say that, yeah, right there. But the minute she get a place to stay, they just switch it right the fuck back. I mean, I see all that kind of stuff going on all the time around here, man.
If they do it, so be it. But what I won't do is pay a bitch rent I ain't with.
Yeah, but the thing of it is
kid or no kid.
Guys, you gotta start understanding this little moral value thing in society because that's not gonna change. The guys at the top are not ever gonna let it be this way that some of the guys are wanting it to be. It's not gonna happen. And here's the reason why it won't happen. If you make it that way, even though bullshit child support system you got now it doesn't really cover taking care of these kids that's getting made out here. All right. It really doesn't cover it. That's why you got to subsidize this shit. That's why everybody else is steadily paying for it. And it's not just the men no more. It's the women too. Because the women in the workforce now. So everybody's paying for these kids that's out here that's being made or whatever. And what most of these guys are doing, what most of these jokers are happening when you get in there to get up under the damn rules, they enforce all that shit onto you to get the shit off the back of goddamn society. And people got to start understanding that too. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have no, because even Unc right here, they got done saying that some places got caps and stuff like that. They cap that shit. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But we also went over another scenario where he was talking about with that Kodak Black and that one chick. You said she got like $8,000, $8,000 a month. Nigga, that's more money than I put in on VA and shit. And that's for her having a kid. And,
Texas making a cap now too of 9,200. You could be, if you have a child in Texas, you could be a multi-millionaire. You could be worth $300 million, but that bitch ain't getting no more than $9,200. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about right there.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
But the thing of it is that's, to me, that's still too goddamn much. That's why I said the rule won't change. Even if it goes down, it's fucking outrageous. $10,000 a month. Who the fuck needs that?
Oh, I take that back. This how maximum children. So if you got one child, the most you can get is 1840. Two child, the most you can get is 23. Three childs, 27. Four, 32. Five or more children, 3,000 and some shit. So it keeps going up like that.
Yeah.
But who gonna have 11 children where you gotta be against $9,000? So yeah, the max guideline for child support in Texas, if you got one child, 1,800, and it don't matter if you're rich. And that's I think that's extremely fair. If we got one child and I'm giving you $1,840 a month, because you remember this woman, she's still a functioning adult, so she should have a child. So rent, utilities, car note, and all that, bitch, you would have to pay without me, even if you didn't have a kid. So the only extra in your life is a kid, and they don't eat that much and get enough clothes daily. They don't get clothes daily to where $1,840 a month should be more than enough.
Right, but see, that's one thing I'm trying to say. This right here. Okay, we capping out at $1,800 for a kid, right? For a kid.
In LA, it should be like $3,000 because the cost of living more. So they should do it based on the state too.
I can see that, but see, here go the whole thing. No matter how you look at it, that's still paying somebody's goddamn bills and shit. Look, bro.
I know, but that's taking care of the kid. She can do with it what she wants to. I'm just gonna give it to her.
But I'm just saying, that's what I'm trying to say. God gotta stop thinking it's ever gonna get reasonable, because they're not even doing the reasonable there. That's not even reasonable still.
No, 1,800 is a little too much.
Yeah, it's way too much.
I don't spend no 1,800 on my kids a month directly on them. You know,
buy some kids some food. Let's just say this right here. If you did $400 worth of food, because I don't think it's gonna take that much for one person in a month.
Plus, you gotta have food anyway. Without my, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you wasn't gonna buy no food.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, let's just say they put it all on you. Let's just say they put it all on the guy. Okay, $400 worth of food and $400 worth of clothes a month, $800. You max out at that, because I mean, once you start giving somebody $1,800 and shit like that, you paying some bills and some mortgage over there and shit.
Yeah, who the hell buying clothes every month? You know what I'm saying? Who buying $400? I ain't even buying $400 of clothes every month. My clothes are expensive as shit.
Yeah.
If a chick buying $400, yeah. So she really
worth of clothes for a kid that's a lot of clothes.
Exactly.
A teenager.
And if you buying $400 on clothes a month, man, I want to see your closet space, bitch. So you oh shit, I think you froze up.
I tell men they gotta move selfish and dating these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just seen it. It just did some shit right there.
Yeah. Protect your seed, fella.
You're gonna subject yourself. Yeah, you're gonna subject yourself to the rules, man. And the thing of it is the rules don't hurt if your ass already know them and you kind of go appropriately with them. Like don't have kids with certain motherfuckers because y'all see what's happening to some of these guys out here, and they go out here and they have these kids with these chicks, like you just saying the Kodak Black shit. Of course, she's gonna file child support because obviously, you know what I'm saying. This probably was some hood bitch that you know what I'm saying. They just know he a rapper and letting them hit, and she got pregnant, and of course she going for child support. You get $8,000 a month, $8,000. That $8,000 solved all of her problems. That would solve all. Some of y'all watching right now. I tell you what, jump in the comments, let me know. $8,000 a month won't solve almost all your fucking problems. It'll solve all of them because it'll solve all of mine. And I got some pretty big money problems. $8,000 a month. Will that shit solve your fucking problems? Yes,
I
it
live a
will.
comfortable life.
You know?
Yeah, but she was trying to get 5,600, nigga. They broke that down. Kodak back pushed back against the figure talking about a baby don't cost 20 bands a month, and he's right. But she got 8,500, and a baby don't cost that much, nowhere near that much either. But I think she knew she wasn't gonna get the 56,000. But lawyers do what they do, and they ask for some extreme and try to meet in the middle. But Kodak had a good lawyer because they didn't even meet in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that solved his problem.
For a rich dude, he came out. His lawyer helped hook him up. I see a lot of rich guys like him get done way worse than 8,500.
Get hit with a fucking okie doke, nigga. When you look, bro.
So he came out. He came out decent. Not decent for us. I like 8,500. Like, bitch, where from who? You feel me? But for a nigga like him, he actually came out decent in this situation. But the best way is not to even get in this situation.
It's to think your way around as much as you can because you already know, I mean, you know that it's coming. And you know what I'm saying? It's like you know how that's coming and you know how it's gonna be. That's what I'm saying. You gotta move selfish and dating these days, guys, because you gotta be thinking of some about damn near 5, 10, 20, somewhere around 20 steps ahead.
And if you well off or striving to be well off on the preface or on the edge of being well off,
you really got a lot of thinking to do.
You really got to protect your seed. You really got to be careful. Now, it's some dudes out there, honestly, they out there reckless because they ain't got shit to lose. But you don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a nigga to where you don't have to protect your seed because you ain't got no money to give. So if you see greatness in your future,
people got a doggone
protect your seed, man.
Yeah. The reason I say it's like even with me and myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving towards pretty decent amount of money and shit like that, but it started to make me think. I mean, like I want to be married. I want to be married and shit, but then I gotta think about the goddamn rules. You know, if I'm successful with everything I'm doing and the kind of money I'm gonna come up with, is it smart for me to freaking get married, knowing that I'm risking everything that I worked my ass off for? And you got to really kind of consider that, guys. Is it fair? Yes, because your ass, when you get married to a chick, you actually promising to take care of this motherfucker. That's kind of part of the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Hold up. I thought when you marry them, you're promising to take care of them while y'all married. That's what you're promising. You're not promising.
You say till death do us part.
I know, but if she choose, but once she choose to part, i.e., divorce, 80% initiated by women. That's the voice the contract. When the one, because marriage is a contract. Once she divorce you, it voids the contract. Therefore, all things in when a contract get voided, what happens? That shit's ripped up, and everything you agreed to within the contract is null and void. So yes, I agree to take care of you when in the contract of marriage. But once the contract been destroyed, I ain't got that. That's not on the list no more. That's not on the standard.
The problem with that,
like your ex-wife, what you give her? Nothing. Huh? You don't give your ex-wife shit.
No, she didn't say she wanted anything either.
I know, but you don't. But you don't have to, because y'all not together.
We got that thing, but see, that got wrote down on paper. I don't want shit. See, when she got out of it, let me tell you something. When I was just trying to do a real estate deal back here a few months ago on this house I'm sitting in right now, because I was going to draw some of the equity and shit out of this house. It delayed me for 2 months because I had to go get a goddamn paper to get my divorce decree from Virginia. Because they wanted to see it. They wanted to see what she wrote down that she wasn't gonna have no more interest in it, because when you stood in front of them people, you didn't say in the contract of marriage. What you fucking said was until death do us part.
So well, what's her name? What's her name on the house too?
No. But the thing of it is that's what they want to see where in the decree, because when y'all do the decree, when y'all divorce and shit, in that decree, y'all gonna write down what y'all want from each other, what's gonna happen. If she says she don't want no more interest in none of your shit, none of your junk like that right there, then you release from it. You can release from it once it's wrote down. But that don't just get wrote down. This other motherfucker got to, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much saying, but when you stood in there in front of these motherfuckers, when you made the contract with them, what you did was say, I will do this until death do us part. Now, the other motherfucker decided to back out of it. I got you. But the thing of it is you still said this. And at least they only make you pay that shit until y'all don't finalize the divorce. At least they do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once we out of here, once
you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. It don't have to, because they ain't what the fuck you said when you went in there.
Well,
it's tricky. That's why I keep telling guys, look, y'all want to deal with the fucking legal system? You better understand what the hell is going on. It's like when I was telling some of these guys, like, you know, I did a couple of videos a while back about child custody, how to get your kids and shit like that and junk like that, because, you know, I did that, you know. But the thing of it is guys coming back like, I got to get lawyers. I got to do, yes, nigga. This shit, look, this junk right here is way more. That's why I keep telling guys, high value. High value, you gotta be way bigger than what the hell just the average, the normal person. You got to be able to take care of shit on a way bigger level. Like, hey, look, yeah, you might have to understand these laws and shit too.
Well, so from what you saying, just don't get married.
I would say that if you don't want to, you don't want to subject yourself to it, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Because, hey, look, here go the whole deal. You didn't say until you quit. What you did was told abroad until death do us part. And we all know they back out. Hit them with that stat again,
80% of divorces is initiated by women. So yeah, and that's what a lot of anti-marriage guys says. Why? First of all, 50%, over 50% of divorces, over 50%, like 51% of marriages end in divorce. 80% have said divorces initiated by women. And how many situations would you really put your all into something with a 51% chance of failure? Cats got to understand, this from a married man, but I'm married 22 years. This from a married man, but you got to understand that marriage is a gamble. So anytime you get married, you rolling a die at a 51% chance of ending in divorce and an 80% chance of it getting initiated by the person that you're going to have to give a little something to after said divorce. So you take all that math and think about how much you really want this and how good is this woman. And you got to use your discernment and see if it makes sense. But try to make it make sense. Take the, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can't. I understand we all get lonely. We like companionship. But you know what I'm saying? Vet too. Just vet, man. If you're gonna do it, man, just please try to find the right person. You know, but that's so hard to do.
You know what? And yeah, because you don't know what the other person's gonna do.
Yeah, you don't know what they're gonna do like 5 years from now, from the marriage.
Yeah. You know, I would say if you're young, go for it. You know, you got time to make bounce back. You know, Unc by fucking 50. You know what I'm saying? Unc 47 years old, bro. Unc ain't got time for no goddamn bounce back in this motherfucker. I'm just sorry. You know, yeah, you know. Nah.
Starting over fresh. Yeah. You know, my homeboy, he got divorced in his 30s. He they sold the house and, you know, so he went and got in a, you know, we had to just reconfigure his whole life. She went and got a little condo somewhere. He went and got an apartment. Then he went and bought some farmland, put him a little barn house on it. He got like 3.5 acres out here in Texas somewhere. So, you know, he's doing something different now and he's working because he got a good job and stuff. So but yeah, it's a full reset, fellas.
Yeah.
You gonna have to, it's almost like a nigga getting out of jail. Start from scratch. You know, you start from scratch.
Tell you from divorce nigga. All right. I got the divorce nigga. That's exactly what that was. It was like getting out of jail. It's like when they sent me that damn divorce decree when that shit was over. It's like I just got signed out of the county, nigga.
You happy, but at the same time, you happy you free, but at the same time, you see the path of what's next. Now I got to go get this little apartment somewhere. You feel me? Yeah. The furniture I had in the house don't even fit in this apartment. So it's like.
And then they had that $400 worth of child support right there in the damn the divorce decree. So I know I got shit. I gotta take this away from my money every month. So I either gotta find another way of making sure I got an extra $400, or I gotta figure out how I'm gonna live different. And $400 was a lot of money back then, niggas. $400 a lot of goddamn money. It ain't much now, but back then, about a good 20 years ago, bro, that was a good shitload of money.
But at the same time, the $400 not a lot now, but the economy is so bad, motherfucker would do a lot of strange things for $400.
Mm-hmm.
Bust head, steal, kill, tip drill. You know what I'm saying? $400 get a lot out of motherfuckers still now.
You know, I want to knock on this one real quick before we start getting ready to get out of here because I'm about to go get these kids for this little summer thing in a little bit here. But check this out. We just got done talking about the divorce thing, right? I wanna add this back to the stage here. I see if it's still where it was at, but yeah. You know, it's funny to me that we was talking about the divorce thing, but if you look at the article that we was talking about Derek Jackson earlier, he filed for divorce. We just got done talking about how most of them are done by women.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Right there? You see, and that nigga filed for it after he admitted for that nigga extra raw, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga raw.
That nigga did to Dirt, and he filed like she did something to him.
Yeah.
That boy ain't shit. And by the way, I was gonna tell you, you know, I think you should go before we get out of here. Also, you should go to his YouTube and check out some of his current content and look at some of the comments on his current content because he's still making stuff. Yeah. And in the content, these hoes so ghetto goofy, they still praising this man after all this we just heard. This nigga was cheating with a rotation in the same neighborhood.
No, I wasn't the same neighborhood. It was the same building, bro.
And he's still giving, he's still like, go to his stuff. He's still making videos that say stuff like 7 signs he only wants to use you. Number one quality in men who are fit to lead in a relationship. The number one obstacle to being found by Mr. Right. Make him respect your absence. All these damn videos, like nigga,
Yeah.
who, what? And the crazy part is folks is still watching it.
Hey, because the thing of it is, man, you're always gonna have pain. It's money and pain. It's money and pain. It's one reason why I tell the guys, you know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, you know what I'm saying? I talk against some of the manosphere type shit like that. Not because they're telling you some all that shit they're telling you is wrong. I always try to have you on because I know that you ain't the same type of way. We might be telling y'all these bad things, but we're not fucking trying to put it into a way of gloom and goddamn doom to keep you locked down so you fucking paying us or trying to pay for a way out of something that we know that really ain't no way out of. You gonna go after a chick. You gonna try to get some ass. A guy's gonna do that. You know, and the whole thing we just gotta start understanding, guys. This right here. That's why I'm saying also that we might have to move. You know, you guys got to move a little a little selfish in dating because if you ain't a man, if you ain't going after women, you probably just ain't a man. You're gonna do it, and so you gotta understand these rules apply. So the thing of it is you gotta be making sure that this woman that I'm gonna get with is down, and if she ain't down, then I gotta be able to prepare for that situation that she ain't down. If we get the kid together, I got to deal with this broad. It doesn't matter if I marry her or not. If I get this chick knocked up, and you got to start understanding this, guys. We're saying you better move selfish. Kevin Samuels was saying in some of his videos, guys got to start moving more selfish. You got to start thinking of yourself. They're not doing the choosing right. They're not doing what they're supposed to. They're not even vetting for real. Okay? I be knocking on, look, got great, all this great. I be knocking off bitches that it's like, goddamn, good these motherfuckers don't vet, bitch. I don't even take you serious at all. You should know what's going on, but they don't do it. So it's got to be on the guys to start thinking ahead and be like, okay, look, if I knock this crazy bitch up, I gotta deal with this hoe. Can I deal with that or not?
And ladies, I don't usually give y'all advice. But listen, start thinking with y'all fucking eyes and y'all coochie. Y'all all know what Jared Jackson is, the super predator he is. But they watch his comments and they still praising him. Now y'all women might never meet him and get access to him, but y'all also do the same shit in real life.
Yes.
Listen, stop it. Y'all not, but I'm just gonna say it. But stop letting these niggas don't even be wolves in sheep clothing. They be wolves in wolf clothing. But they a sexy wolf. They're a sexy wolf, so you won't just get your ass mauled. You just gonna get mauled by the wolf because he ain't even trying to hide he a wolf. But since he a sexy wolf, you like, oh, eat me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't the kind of eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I see why y'all hoes chose the bear. Y'all just like getting mauled.
Well, I mean, like, guys kind of really got to start looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Women gonna do what women gonna do. It's just like guys gonna do what guys gonna do. And I'm telling guys that you gotta start seeing this junk for what it is. All right. Women gonna do that. So you got to be kind of putting it on to the point where you like, hey, I know this broad right here can be on some BS. I know it. And the thing of it is what you gonna do about it? And if you're not, I mean, if you ain't thinking that this woman got some sense, man, it's probably something you shouldn't damn do. I mean, we got to start being like that, and it's sad. It's sad that you know, it's got to be that way, but it
Hey,
just,
I got a question for you, real quick, man. Do you think
yeah,
the game changed in the 20 years? Do you
that's a
think from back 20, 25 years ago? Do you think the game and how you get women is the same as it is today?
yes and no.
Do you think like you can do the exact same things you did 20 years ago without doing none of the new stuff now and it worked?
What she doing and who she with is
Oh
we're
Lord.
gonna put old Derek up there. We're gonna talk about him in a minute, okay? But that's a yes or no question, man. It's
Well, if you got game, you still gonna always be able to get women. If you got women back 20 years ago, you can get them now. But I'll tell you a quick story. So I was on Anton Daniels. You know who that is, right?
yeah.
You don't really fuck with him like that, I know.
Yeah, cause that nigga.
So this nigga went off on me last night.
What?
Yeah.
See that what I'm saying? I'll go tell that bald head chubby ass motherfucker off.
Like
Go ahead.
I posted a chat. Pretty much, he was talking to this guy named 2K, his younger guy. You know, Anton like to talk all this player stuff, and I get it because I understand. He said once you in the game, you're always in the game, and I kind of understand to a degree because just if you're married doesn't mean you still don't have to be funny, charming, romantic because you're always dating your wife. I've been married all these years, but I'm still dating my wife. We actually do dates. We still get hotel rooms when we got a whole house, and we go do single people shit in the hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Dating shit. We go out, eat, go back to the room, do all the, just because we still dating. You can't get bored.
It don't matter if you marry this chick or not. You gonna date if you okay.
Yeah, and that's my point. So you never lose.
If you're not dating, your ass gonna have a problem with women.
Exactly.
Married or not, and nigga telling you the truth right now. He telling you right now, young buck. If you ain't married, he's saying it right now. He still got to do all that same shit. I'm sorry I cut you off, homie, but
you good.
You was cooking too hard. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I had to say something. But yeah.
So I understand Anton point. Once you never out the game. All the other dude was trying to tell him, we agree, you're never out the game, but Anton, the game has changed. And for Rev, he was like, before you got married, social media didn't exist, dating apps didn't exist, Cash App didn't exist, TikTok didn't exist. You couldn't even text, nigga. So yes, the game is the game, but the game has changed. Women didn't even beg like they did when I was in the game. If a woman didn't like you, you didn't even get her number because it was a house phone. If a women did not go sit on a date with you for an hour and a half just for no meal if they didn't like your ass.
That's true.
If they didn't like you, they weren't gonna waste their time hanging with you. So yes, the game is the game. Once you never out the game, but the game has changed. Anton just couldn't accept the fact that the game ain't changed. And I just wrote a message. Anton been married 22 years. The game unchanged. He pulled that shit up and he went off. He like, oh, y'all niggas, I see y'all niggas. When I see y'all niggas in person, y'all be acting all timid, coming up here, waiting to shake my hand so that your wife can get a picture, blah, blah, blah. I made it. I got the money. I'm winning. When I come to your city is my city. When I come to your city, they let me in at the front door and you got to wait outside until they come get you. He started talking all that little insecure nigga shit off of one little message. I can show you this shit too. I can show you. I know the timestamp for it on his live last night.
Yeah, hey, what we're gonna do is one of these days, we get on your show. Cause I don't know. Last time I was on yours, I was able to share stuff, but if you could share it on there, if you could see it on yours and you could share it, do that. But yeah, man, that nigga right there, I told you a long time ago, man. That nigga, man, you know,
You say you don't fuck with him.
you know, man, because I mean, bro, you know, it's only so much. I mean, shit, this nigga pretty much dick jack every time he make a video. But let's listen to the look. We're gonna call Arnold Schwarzenegger up because we about to listen to the Predator right here.
Oh shit, the Predator.
You know what I'm saying? We talked a little bit about how to spot predator men. We're gonna get out of this. We're gonna show what the predator looks like. This is what they sound like, you know. After and the thing of it is, guys, this after they done did your ass wrong. Yes, I see you got something coming through there right now.
Yeah, we hold that. Yeah, let's check this guy out. Was Anton a predator too? By the way.
Oh, yes, the fuck he is.
Yeah, he a predator too. He a nigga that couldn't get bitches, couldn't get hoes. Now he uses money and connection, and he'll let them on their show, and that's the only way women be around him and deal with him.
Yeah, exactly. But let's see what the master predator got to say. Now, hey guys, let me tell y'all something about Derek Jackson. You want to learn how to get down on women and treat them like shit. That nigga had, we can't lie about this. He had 3-4 of them in the same goddamn building. So, but here you go. Let's see what the master predator has to say about what she's doing and who she's with. None of your business after you had a chance to fumble her. I wonder if he feels that way about his wife.
Man, that dude, I ain't saying he a narcissist because I don't diagnose people, but if it's 20 traits, this nigga got 15 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey,
so he probably don't feel shit.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and be the bearer of bad news. I'm gonna diagnose this nigga the goddamn narcissist.
Oh shit!
All right, here we go.
Hey, bro, what she doing and who she with is none of your business. After you had your chance and fumbled her, because it was all good when you were getting away with murder in y'all relationship. But now that she's free, you want to police her every move? Stop it. And don't say, "Oh, I just miss her." No, you don't. You just mad because she went from begging for your attention to ignoring your whole existence. But don't leave out the part where you left her messages on red for days, just to now be stalking her social media every hour. And she used to worship the ground that you walked on until she walked away despite you pleading to do anything you could to reestablish common ground with her. And I don't want to hear that whole, well, I'm just trying to warn her about these guys out here that just want sex from her. They don't really value her. They ain't going to commit. Because that's just your way of trying to gatekeep her vagina now that she's single, despite you acting single the entire time y'all was in a relationship. You ain't slick. Matter of fact, the same way you wasn't worried about how you had her chest hurting from how deeply you stabbed her in the back before, that's the same way you don't need to be worried about the man who might be making her stomach hurt from how deeply he's hitting it from the back now. Allegedly. Yeah, be strong, the same way you made her be. Because this whole post-breakup surveillance isn't sincerity. It's insecurity with binoculars, which you wouldn't need if you had only opened your eyes the first time and saw you had the password to her heart. But you let your ego hack your common sense. And now she's revoked your access for good because you tried one too many times to play in her face. So when you doing all of that stalking and it looked like she going on dates and getting spoiled with gifts and trips from another man, don't look for reasons to insert yourself. Look the other way, because you couldn't see what you had when you had it. But staring at it being better off without you is only going to make your karma more miserable. Hey, bro.
Hey, now, here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that when this nigga make these videos, he be talking to himself.
Man, that nigga talking to himself and about himself. At the first part, he described his whole situation. You fucking... had that woman chest hurting. You was talking, everything you said was you.
Yeah, that's what I said. I diagnosed that nigga the goddamn narcissist.
This dude is nuts. Yeah. I don't know who more crazy, man. Him or the people that listen to this kind of shit after knowing exactly how this nigga move. And he be saying it with a straight face too. Shit's insane.
I mean, because hell, he knows the truth. Because his ass is doing it.
Exactly.
That's one of the narcissistic traits. That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this nigga off the stage. So what you got here that you want to bring up?
Anton Daniels, man, just being a little punk.
All right, we're gonna look at that.
I'll just show you. I'm gonna go back to right here, so you can see what started the shit.
All right.
You never was in the game. You never got off. You never.
How she was good, how she wasn't. Just find out on your own, and then if you don't like the way she is, don't fuck with her. I mean, it's actually pretty simple.
What's
like to move like this though is the problem, because once you start doing the tit for tat thing, that's what's wrong with the dating scene anyway. That's why this shit fucked up.
This not
because so many people. It is tit for tat because they didn't have to start the male version of the app. I said it when we was talking about it last week. Don't do what these women do. Like why you?
The T app. You heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they making a male version, and this dude is saying like, why are we gonna make a male version? First of all, to get money. If I could make apps, I would definitely make a male version of the T app and charge that bitch for $1.99 on the App Store, and a million dudes gonna buy it because they trying to see if their girlfriend on it or their wife on it. Or if they meet a chick, they want to go on the T app to see if she own it. So nigga, maybe some dude might tell you that this bitch she's just a serial dater and she just be trying to eat. You might give you a little. I ain't saying take the nigga word for a fact, but it might. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened with old Anton? What he got pissed off about?
Oh man, this nigga finna get mad because he talking about the game.
You never. Let me tell y'all, dumb motherfuckers, something. You're never not in the game. If you a winner, nigga, you always gonna have motion. You always gonna have people around. You always gonna keep women around you. Nigga, the game is the game. You don't change it. It don't adjust. Just tell me that your chick snatched your balls and took your masculinity and that you don't know what the fuck you got going on no more.
That nigga swear he a player.
What you talking about, nigga? You don't switch up. You don't change. You don't adjust. You keep on. You keep going. The fuck is you talking about? I hate to have to explain this to you dumb motherfuckers.
Really?
Nigga, you not in the game. If you're sitting here arguing with me about shit that's existed since Adam has been around, nigga, then you're not in the game. You never was in the game. You never got off, you never made the team, nigga. Nigga, what you think that you think that you get better? You think that all of a sudden, nigga, because nigga, you was some cornball ass motherfucker that was playing Dragon Ball Z in the basement of your college dorm.
Talking
that
about
all of a
itself.
sudden, nigga, you switched up now that you done watched a couple podcasts. Nigga, you can't teach what I know. The same way that you can't teach business. You can go to school for this shit, but the real life experience, it shows. And people that can talk it, that can live it, that's around it, they exist in it. It is what it is. You can't teach this shit. You can't go to no coach, no game coach. They can't teach you how to talk to women, nigga. It's repetition, it's being out there, it's knowing what it is. And so I don't know what the fuck y'all keep talking about. You keep paying for pussy, you keep going out here and switching up and trying to simp these hoes. You think that just because you go overseas that you unlame yourself. Nigga, if you still a lame, you think that they can't tell that you.
He think because he got money and subscribers, he unlame himself.
Exactly.
He's lame.
And I don't think niggas is going overseas to try to unlame themselves. They're going overseas to look for certain values that you don't get here. Even me and you done been in other countries, we understand that those things are actually the truth.
It's true.
This dude ain't never left the damn country.
It's definitely true.
So,
the behaviors are really different.
Yeah.
Undeniably.
Yeah.
Wearing your button-up shirts, nigga, and your shit, your Hawaiian t-shirts, and that shit ain't gonna hit. You think that they look at you and they say, oh yeah, he's a man where he's from. Nigga, they look at you the same way. Nigga, you a mark. You was a mark here. You're a mark.
This nigga really thinks somebody looks at him ever and says, use the man or ever was the man. You feel me? Like, nigga, he talking that shit like any women around you deal with you, nigga, it's cause you fucking Anton Daniels with the million subscribers.
And women done came on even when he was on some of these other podcasts. Women done told him you ain't shit.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying, you know. But what did you do to piss this nigga off like that?
Mark there, you was a mark in high school, you a mark as a grown adult, nigga. And it's okay. It's okay. But you don't change, nigga. You always in the game. You're always in the game, nigga. They never hang up your jersey.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. But my closing statement is if you keep listening to Anton, you're gonna be like the back to the basket center. Nigga, you will be phased out of the game. The game is evolving. The game is growing. The game is changing. You listen to Anton if you want to, your ass will be in China, nigga.
Says the nigga.
That's what the basketball now, like, honest truth. I told Larry Bird was an outstanding player and he still can hoop. But you put that nigga in the league now, would he get points? Yes. But it won't be like it was back then because the niggas don't even play like they used to no more.
No.
They're more dynamic, more explosive. They just do not play the same style of basketball as they did back in the day. Because you playing the same game and you still might do okay in it, Larry Bird. But the game has changed. You take young Larry Bird, put him out there with these niggas now, he'll recognize his basketball, but he'll be like, yo, this shit different.
Yeah.
I gotta be a little more dynamic. I gotta be a little more fast. I got these niggas is doing stuff I ain't never seen.
Anton Daniels don't think this shit don't change because look, when you're a nigga that pay for pussy, the shit don't change. You know, he gotta pay for his wife to stay with him. I bet you that nigga won't go home and tell his wife like, "Hey, look, I ain't finna pay the bills no more. I'm done doing that shit. Your ass need to fucking come up with some money, put some money in my hand."
Watch, but it gets worse though. Watch this shit.
Nigga that's in the same position as I am.
I'm just speaking about. I'm new to the new content.
That's in the same. Like, yo,
I'm here to the new content.
Hold on, think about this nigga. 2K dirty macking right now.
I'm not.
Because 2K is talking the shit the same as I am, and then the nigga and 45 minutes from now he gonna be talking about, yeah, man, I gotta go talk to Sarah.
And Sarah 2K wife, by the way. 2K married too, but all 2K is saying is that I only been married like a year or two. You've been married 20 years. So I know the new game.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. And Anton took it offensive because he ain't saying you ain't got no game. I think he ain't got no game. But the dude, ain't nobody said you got no game. Ain't nobody said you can't get women. All the statement is that it ain't the same as back 20 years ago. And that's an undeniable fact.
But the thing is, that's why Anton took it that way, because Anton knows those things.
It's
Anton knows he can't get women. Anton knows he ain't got no game.
Fact.
You know, he didn't have a little money to throw around. Look at this nigga. Look at him on the screen.
I know, right? Looking like fucking little fucking milk dud with a
that nigga like a Mr. Potato Head, bro. Go ahead, run that nigga, because I got to get out of here a little bit.
Because I'm Nick Saban of this shit.
Because
I understand
the reason
that
why
the
you
game
feel
is
comfortable, the reason that you feel comfortable saying the shit that you saying is because you understand the game the same way that I do.
No, I understand, and I acknowledge the evolution of the game. I might be retired, but I'm still studying a new game just in case I get this coaching job. See, you gonna come back in the game. You gonna come back in the game. You gonna no. No,
I still in the game.
I still study the game.
Whether you're
still waiting on a new job.
Whether you coaching, whether you playing, whether you Pat Riley or you goddamn Anthony Edwards. You gonna come back in the game. Wait. So whether you Pat Riley or whether you Anthony Edwards, you still in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Anton, you can't come back to the game running the fucking wishbone. Nigga, they doing RPOs and spread offense now. You can't run the wishbone.
Anton don't know what no RPO is. Stop.
I see. Let me tell you something. I see you niggas. We've been talking about this shit for years. Y'all show up. I meet y'all in person. You niggas is timid. All you niggas is timid. Let's be very clear. I come up to your cities. I'm city to city, state to state, country to country. I see you niggas in person. I control the bar. I control the room. I control the hoes. I control the movement and the motion in that motherfucker. You niggas is holding up the wall waiting on me to leave.
What?
Let's be very clear. I am outside looking at you niggas, shaking your hand and making sure that your wife get a picture. Please, nigga, don't ever say no shit to me about what's been changed and what's happening. I know you niggas in real life. I see you.
I said that nigga on the tangent.
Spots that I come to your city, nigga, is my city. When I come into your spaces, when I come to your buildings, they let me in and then they make you wait in line and then I come and get you when I say he with me.
At the end of the
tag
day,
tag me in the pictures, nigga.
Hey, Wilt Chamberlain and Larry Bird still take pictures.
Talking and shit.
They still take pictures. Listen, we respected your contribution to the game. But it's not what it was.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. Hoes don't even pimp the same. They used to be all stuck downs on the blade.
Because
now they on the internet.
Pimp, nigga. Hoes never
now they
pimp.
on the internet. The game has evolved. You have to be ready to move with the game. That's just what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with your style and your era of the game. But to discredit the new niggas who have adjusted and made and did what they had to do, you can't. Y'all sound like the old niggas who mad at the young boy for shooting a three.
I can't be mad at the old. Why would I be mad at the old? Mad, nigga.
I'm just saying we just pushed out the change.
Niggas, we don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about, nigga. Kobe and Jordan don't give a fuck about what you doing. Nigga, don't nobody give a fuck about. Nigga, listen.
You can send report, nigga, before you get 60 put out you.
You can send all of the DMs that you want, my nigga. Y'all can shoot your shot. You can get on Bumble, Hinge. You can go on the T app. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. I promise you, nobody is gonna stop you niggas, and nobody is hating. I don't give a fuck. We genuinely don't give a fuck. We gonna do whatever we gonna do, whether we at home with our family or whatever. Niggas is gonna do whatever it is that they gonna do. But I'll tell you this.
That nigga, I had enough of him jacking his dick off on my channel because he does it all. He masturbate the whole fucking time he on this.
Exactly.
Oh God, hey, niggas like this right here. Now that right there that y'all just seen on the damn screen, that's another motherfucking predator. He just uses his fucking money to be a predator. Okay, he's not the same as Derek Jackson. Derek Jackson at least slick enough to use his mouth. But that nigga Anton Daniels, he got to pay to play all day. Hey, look, guys, we got to get ready to get rolling up out of here because I got to go get these kids from these little summer things today. But look, let's do a little quick recap. We talked about how black women sold out. And in the end, we came to the conclusion that in most cases, fuck yes, they have. They say white men do the black women so much better and all that they treat women so much better. We negated that today because we asked the question and we probably never will get an answer to it. If white men treat women so fucking good, why did white women create race feminism? Why? That one's still gonna be in the bucket forever, huh? Hey, we talked about how to spot a predator. We talked about the covert and the overt one. Okay, the out in your face one just sound like you're making a certain point. The one that's really the problem is the one that ain't got no problems with women at all.
Facts.
Okay.
Never trust any man that ain't got nothing bad to say about women, and never trust any woman that ain't got nothing bad to say about men.
Exactly. And we talked about being a little bit selfish these days because, guys, you out here, we went over a bunch of doggone rules and stuff that got to do with society. You live in society, guys. You live in society. That's the thing. I want to keep pushing the point, and like I do it on all my videos. This high value shit comes with the fact that you understand that you live in society, and you can function in society at the higher levels. Not you just some motherfucker that's here. Chicks say you can't get your kids, or well, you live with that. You don't use the system. You don't do nothing. And you got to be kind of selfish these days, guys. Y'all got to do the vet. Their money got to start counting. They're not vetting. Back in the day, like he just got done saying about the game change and some things have changed. One thing that's changed that women not betting like they used to, like he said way back in a long part of the video. Uncle over there said, "Hey, look, women didn't do shit that they do now. They didn't go on dates. They didn't like you. You didn't really get no damn. You didn't get no play back in the day if a bitch didn't like you.
Facts. No play. Nah. Yeah. Like I said, you didn't get the real number because they had to give you a house number. They wouldn't say how you calling their parents' house, their mom's house, you know. And nah, no dates, no movies. They did not spend any of their. They didn't leave their house to come spend time with you if they didn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't finna meet you at the mall to hang out if she didn't like you. She would just tell you no. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even accept gifts from you if they didn't like you. You buy a chick a little bracelet or a chain, if she didn't like you, she'll turn that shit down. Because she knows she not finna give you nothing in return because she don't like your ass. That alone is a significant change in the game.
Yeah.
To now. You know.
We about to roll out of here. I gotta go get these kids in about 15, 20 minutes here.
Yeah, I gotta put a bed together.
Y'all make sure y'all check out Ump Be Streaming, man. Hey, look. Sometimes he be getting into it about with the manosphere and the red pill type jump, but I don't think he really part of it too. I think he, you know what I'm saying, it's like me, and we trying to spread a message that's kind of the same as theirs, but it just don't got it. It just don't got there's no fury to our message. Okay.
No,
there's no anger. There's only stoic obedience to the rules.
Yeah, I just believe in the logic aspect, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just the logic. If the shit makes sense, it just gonna make sense, you know.
Mm-hmm. So y'all make sure y'all hit up Aunt B Streaming channel. He posts a lot more than me. If you watching this, watch it to the end of it. Make sure you get like, subscribe, and share because I don't get on here every day. But when I do, we made some good junk. And I'm just saying, like, hey, look, we had a good bunch of viewers today. I appreciate everybody that came through. We had a good talk. Y'all make sure next time y'all jump in the comments. Hey, Rakib, thanks for coming out, bro. Probably gonna get comments on this one from Adamsville and stuff like that later. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be doing these, you know what I'm saying, forever, guys, because the thing of it is this junk is about telling y'all, hey, look, you ain't gotta settle. The main goal of this from the day we talked about had women sold out, and we talked about how to spot predators. But I really, really want to get the point across that you got to move a little bit more selfish. You got to think about you and put you first. Because she ain't going to put you first.
Not at all.
No. If she got a dog, that dog coming before you.
The dog, the job, her friends, her family, herself, of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes her religion. Nigga, you at the back burner, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You probably number 5, 6 on the list at the most.
So we about to go ahead and get out of here on this one. Hey, y'all, this been that shot to the dome for the day. I'm Taurus down to y'all. Hey, this be streaming over here. Y'all make sure y'all check us out. We out of here on this one, y'all. Peace.